Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby. Country Club adjacent. Country Club adjacent, baby.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the 100th episode of Country Club. Jason. We are back in studio for the 100th time that we've looked at each other almost in the eyes.
Oh, no,
Almost.
I wouldn't say 100th.
The bug over there. Bro.
I wouldn't say 100th.
That's right.
When we did our
looked at each other's.
we did our first app, did you guys think we would make it to 100? If we were back in that first episode and you had to take a guess, do you think we would have made it to 100?
I didn't think we were gonna make it to 15.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
I'm Mark Smalls, sitting next to Aristotle Georgeson on my left, as well as Griston, the Biston Fiston. Then we got Jacob, the Jew, Adams,
Okay, that's okay.
and
A very special guest. I don't know if you're going to finish that, Mark.
Did you forget his name? What happened?
I was like,
Dude, that's a host.
I think
I
our
think
first...
Smalls probably forgets his own name.
That's like when a stand-up host forgets the next comic they're about
Yeah.
to bring up.
He's about to pull out
You've
his
seen
phone.
him on BET. Give it up for
Jay Larson.
Jay
next
Larson.
comic.
I think our first ever returning guest here on Country Club Adjacent.
That's right.
And pretty good timing because Jay is about to release his own podcast, part of Random Golf Club. Eric Anders' thing called The Golf Line. So if you have some crazy stories that happen on the course, hit up Jay Larson.
And that's what we do in this industry, you know? Someone's in the same kind of like industry, you know, same kind of line. Let's collab. Let's work. Oh, Jay does golf. Let's work with you, Jay, you know?
Jay does
hey,
sports.
let's do some content.
Well, welcome back to Bitter Golf.
Yeah.
Mark Smalls.
Jay does sports. Is that how they call it?
Jay does sports.
Have you thought of that for a name instead of Golf Line? Jay Does Sports?
No. Don't weave me in to your disgruntled
Beef?
Yeah, your
Fuck
It's
that,
not even
Jay.
beef,
It's
dude.
not beef,
There's
bro.
no beef.
It's just...
well, there usually has to be beef when it's one person and another person upset about the same thing.
Yeah.
In this case, it's just Smalls mad at someone. It's like you want to ever.
I wouldn't say mad, Jay. I'm just saying subliminally dissing them.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything's subliminal.
I don't
about what's happening.
yeah.
I've seen
Not
Instagram
subliminal.
posts that are pretty direct.
Those are subliminals.
I just think it's so funny that Mark took such a hardline stance because, you know, we see Bob around and he's like really nice.
No. This is the funny thing is I took the hardline stance when I was the one that's always been like, I don't give a shit. But then Edge called me out and he's like, what, you're not going to fucking say anything?
Fucking
And I
wait,
was
the
like,
guitarist from U2 fucking got involved? The Edge came into
yeah,
this?
the Edge.
Wow.
Edge.
Bono hit me up. He was like, dude, I'll give you my sunglasses. I can't do his.
No. Keep going, because that sounded
No.
pretty good.
Keep doing that Irish accent.
Hey,
Come on.
I fucking gave you my sunglasses. I'm fucking Bono.
Oh, my Italian? Is he Italian?
Yeah.
That's not even Italian. That's like second generation American Italian.
That-
That's what he was.
Hey, I'm fucking Bono.
Bloody
Hey.
fucking Sunday.
Hey, blood Sunday, bloody fucking come to Live Aid, huh?
No.
Hey, Mark, why ain't you
Live
showing up?
Aid.
This could not end faster.
Jake.
But yeah,
Hates
and he was like, "You're not gonna
the
call
bit.
him out," and I was like, "Fuck it, I'll call him." Like, I don't give a fuck. I could give two shits. I'm just trying to be.
It's pro wrestling. At the end of the day, this
literally
is
is
fucking
wrestling.
pro
It's
wrestling.
pro wrestling.
It's stirring up the pot.
Yeah, it's stirring up the
seeing
pot.
what kind of juices come out. And
I'll
then,
see you on Sunday, Bob.
Exactly. You know, but what happens is the pot never got stirred back in our direction.
Yeah, and it's just like, bro, stir the pot, bro. Don't let the sauce stick to the fucking side of the pot.
It's called gravy.
Yeah.
That's
By
what,
the way, I didn't know you were Jewish.
You didn't?
Kidding.
Oh, okay.
So what's going on, Jay, bro?
Yeah,
We miss
Jay.
you, bro. You're like,
What is
you're
up,
my
boys?
favorite.
you're like our cool ass uncle dad.
Yeah.
You're like our dad uncle.
I love that you say that because that one time we golfed, Aristotle and I golfed together, and then I see him. He's like, ah, and that's what it felt like.
Right?
I felt like Uncle meeting my brother's kids out.
Dude,
yeah, they're
you're the-
doing all right.
Oh,
You know,
good
like,
Bono impression.
I could smoke with you guys like out behind the house during Thanksgiving.
Yes.
My brother would be like, will you smoke with my fucking kids again? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm out there smoking with them.
Thanksgiving.
Someone's got to do it. Might as well be me instead of the crackheads under the bridge.
In Jake's case, though, he'd be FaceTiming his dad from jail. And we would be...
Do they have FaceTime in prison?
Now they do.
No, they have
Oh,
glass
do they?
time.
Absolutely. Did you not see the like TikToks from people that are in prison? Have you not seen those?
No.
No, sorry, I'm not that. Those aren't feeds I'm following.
Okay, well, they exist, and so if they have TikTok, they got FaceTime.
Okay.
So they can just be cranking out
They content.
making a living.
They
yeah.
could build
Yeah.
a following in prison, come out, reform their lives, and then monetize it heavily.
I like that. Come out, reform their lives after they come.
Yeah. No, because when you're in prison, you're not reforming in
You gotta
prison.
try. You gotta
Yeah.
try in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of which, I played in a golf tournament, and you know, like you play those charity golf tournaments. So we played the charity golf tournament.
We win them.
Yeah, I won the last one I was in as well,
My boy.
and I drained a 18-footer for birdie on the playoff hole to win.
Damn.
What's up, baby?
That's a
Okay,
big
we're
People
Okay.
watching?
Yeah, it was tight. Oh yeah, everyone was around.
Oh.
top 5 moments of your life. Top
Damn.
10, top 20.
It's for golf, sure.
Okay.
Life, I mean,
No.
stats. What have we done in our lives?
I don't know. I have like a dodgeball moment from 3rd grade that's still in
Oh.
the top 10.
Did you
Fuck,
catch?
dude.
Did you catch or hit?
I caught, boom, boom.
Whoa.
You already had one. In
I
your
had a
hands?
ball, caught the second ball, boom, boom. There's 3 people versus me.
Dude, dodgeball is the greatest thing ever invented. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm in this tournament. We're at the banquet. I find out what the charity is later, and the charity is like, "Oh yeah, what we do is we go into prisons and we give education to inmates to help them be better equipped for when they come back out into civilization, so they have life skills because no one's doing that." And we're like, "Oh man, this is like what an amazing charity. That's so great." And then the president speaks, and then the vice president comes on. The vice president's like, "Yeah, I think this is great because I was in this program. I was incarcerated. I murdered 3 people."
Oh, God.
And we're all just everyone's like, "What the fuck did you just say? This guy murdered 3 people?" And then you kind of take like a stance. You're like, "I don't know. Do I want my money to go to a murderer?"
But then
What
you're
was
looking,
that?
you're like, there are new stealth drivers.
Yeah. What are we talking prizes wise?
What I won. I won the putting contest too, so I got
Jesus.
I got an Odyssey putter,
Oh.
Damn.
which
Oh.
I went to RD, turned it in because I needed a
Ew.
fairway.
Ew.
Oh,
No,
no. Should have gone
no,
eBay.
no, no.
Fairway
No
wood.
shouts out,
Should've
Roger.
Dude,
gone
these guys
eBay.
hate Roger. I love Roger.
Dude,
They-
the grip.
No.
I don't care at all. What does it matter?
You-
Dude, they're
way
just
bigger.
hater.
You'll make way more money on
You'll
eBay.
make way more money.
Yeah,
than
but
Roger done.
effort,
You want to
effort.
talk about a charity
No.
that murders multiple?
Get out of dude. My boy Connor at Roger Dunn hooks
Roger,
it up.
No, Roger Dunn is a John McAfee of golf.
Oh,
dude.
my
Like, this
God.
dude is like
Connor does
literally
hook it up.
in
Wait.
Brazil, having prostitutes take shit on his chest, and he's just like
Take
pumping money. into
Prostitutes take
fake fucking
shit.
ping hybrids.
How many prostitutes take a singular shit on Mike in Brazil's
Not a Roger
chest?
Dunn fan.
I love Roger Dunn.
I mean, do you have a golf shop that you're a fan of?
Well, that's the thing is it's our only option here in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so
it's like
why
monopoly.
shit where you eat, Jake?
I don't care. I mean, what's the major beef though? Price?
I don't know what their beef is.
They don't. Okay, here's it. They don't.
Mark-
do- If you're gonna sell, you'd make way more money just selling that putter, and you have more cash to go buy that fairway wood with. But it's a little less convenient. That's the difference.
Yeah. Okay. So I get that, but like I'm not
beef,
looking.
personal beef. They absolutely do not care one bit about what they're selling you and or what they're giving you. I went there to get a driver reshafted. They gave me like a 20-inch women's
Yeah,
kids
dude.
driver.
But look,
And I was just like, what are we
But
doing?
did you go in there with any knowledge at all and be like, "Hey, this is what
No.
I've seen your swing." So you're probably like, "I'm a regular shaft, right?"
d-
You're probably
all right,
regular shaft.
Regular women.
Okay,
Yeah.
when you
Regular-
say I've seen your swing, really upsets me, and
You know what,
I
I'd kinda
feel
like
like
to-
you're talking a little bit of derogatory.
I'd kind of like to see this
Derogatory?
Larson Smalls match. I feel like it could be
derogatory.
Let
Ooh.
you know, Jay,
Ooh.
undefeated in one-on-one matchups on YouTube. Okay, so
I would
On
do this-
YouTube is the key word there.
I would do this for sure. I mean, I would love.
Honestly,
to
it
play.
could be.
that would be
somewhat-
a good match.
Jake could get a bit of wild with the driver, get upset,
But I
start,
mean,
get under-
sweating,
but
start
the-
sweating a little bit.
The big thing is playing smalls. I wouldn't even need to use driver. I'm just saying. I'm asking, right?
You could get under his skin. That's how
I could probably go hybrid off the tee, right?
no,
No.
no. I hit my driver
240.
240, bro.
I know exactly.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
And if I get that new Stealth, dude, that's 244 carry, bro. So
Yeah, Harry, son. Anyway, my thing but if you go into Roger Dunn, you're telling them what you need.
Yes.
It's not like you just go, can you just do it? You know what I mean? You have to give them the knowledge.
And wait. And from personal experience, the more you tell them, the more they are like, okay, and they fucking write it down and shit.
Nah.
Yes, Mark,
Nah.
you haven't talked to my boy Connor. You haven't talked to my other homie that works there, dude. Like,
if you're
all right, so I get Griff's beef. I get that perspective. It is, I was looking at it like I'm not going to look to make money off the putter, which might have been like 320, and the fairway wood was like 240. I'm like, give me a quick swap. I got $20. I'm like, get me in and out of here. I don't care. I get you.
What do you mean you got $20? You had to pay more?
No, I got 20 in. It was like
in equity.
I got equity, and I think I got like.
Are we talking equity?
Yeah.
So I get Griff's, and I understand yours. What's your beef?
There's no style or fashion in Roger Dunn. I feel like they don't care about what they supply. They're not making any changes in the golf world. They're just giving people to the very generic.
But what
golf
brands would you like to see in there that are small? Because they only go with big market brands. Like the smallest brand that ever got in there was like what, G4, and then before that it was like what was that guy, Live Golf or Life Golf or not the one you guys rock.
I don't know. In Hawaii, like Oahu Golf Apparels and all that. That's like not like a national brand. They mess with like small companies.
Local.
I'm thinking more of like, dude, if you work at a golf shop, golf is such like this niche sport. Like you should be able to take care and have like a little more passion in your service. And I'm not saying white glove service, but I'm saying at least wear gloves. You know
what I'm saying, son. I will say this: they've gotten way slammed since the pandemic. So if you're going in there for reshafting, like you think they can just do it, boom, boom, and you be out of there, and they're like, nah, you got to come back in a week, and you're like,
yeah,
what?
that's
Connor.
There's 3 people in there.
Connor will hook it up.
Connor does it for me, dude. He swapped out a shaft in a day.
Yeah, but
for
you're
me.
like a hot chick, bro, and you're like a hot chick being like, everyone's nice in the world, and it's like, yeah, dude, everyone's nice to you in the fucking world, but not like when my dumbass walks in there.
Now, dude, go now that because Connor knows us from the podcast, bro.
Why do I feel like we're in an intervention for smalls? Like right now, we're trying to change his.
Because that's what every episode is.
episode?
It's an intervention for Smalls who's mad about something.
He already
we
ran
have
out
to-
of coffee. He's
You know
bummed
what?
out. He's
You know what I
like,
think you could help Smalls with a lot as far as is that you really you find like thrill in the simple pleasures in life. Sure. And that's not something that.
Yo, shut the fuck up, Mister. I can't sit on a beach for more than 7 minutes before I
I had
absolutely
no
have a
towel.
full panic
I had
attack.
no book. It was
simple pleasures,
Dude,
bro.
do you think
No
your
umbrella.
ancestors had towels or books?
Yeah, bro.
At the beach?
No,
Bro,
they
I
had
don't
bagels.
know.
I don't
That's all
know.
they had.
I don't know
No.
if they did.
This dude almost had a panic attack, bro.
I'm
what do
just
I
saying,
do?
You watch what Jay likes,
Hold on a
and
second. Did you plan this? Did you know you were going to the beach?
no.
What happened?
Oh, you didn't?
Give me the scenario.
No.
They're in Hawaii
We
and they
left-
didn't know
we
they
left
were
the
going to the
course-
beach.
What are you doing?
Our
Right.
plan wasn't after the tournament to go to the beach in the North Shore.
Okay, I did
you
forget
drive
a
to the
towel. I
beach?
forgot a towel.
Did you drive to the beach?
Yes.
First of all, who is leaving a golf tournament, going to the beach in Hawaii, and being like, "I need a book"? What are you, fucking 75 years old?
Literally.
Did you bring your tuna fish sandwich
Thank
too?
you.
Yes.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank
you.
you,
show
Jay.
up, you jump in the ocean with your golf short, or go down to your undies.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You got a good
Undies.
bod. You got a hot bod.
Yeah, dude.
He does.
Christ, bro. He does.
He does.
I know.
Nice,
Get that Equinox bod.
nice
dude.
dog,
Real nice.
good legs.
I've seen you jumping on fucking things
Sure.
with
if-
kettlebells.
Okay, I'll
You
give
could
you
work
that,
on
Mark.
your
You had a
chest a
better
little bit.
you had a better time at the beach than I did.
Yeah.
But as far as just a day-to-day finding simple pleasures, Jay does that on a daily basis. I mean, this guy has a YouTube series about outdoor showers.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
And magazines. I
Yeah.
always love like the magazine shit. Like that's a
And
simple
I think that
pleasure.
if you found that in your day-to-day, you could find a bit more happiness just out of the littler moments.
What fucking simple pleasures do you find pleasure in? You fucking cock.
This isn't
Name
about me.
a simple pleasure besides spending $45 on a slice of pizza at Erewhon. Name one
get pizza at
simple
Erewhon.
pleasure.
you get pizza at Erewhon.
No, hot bar. Big hot bar guy.
Dude.
Which is more expensive.
Yeah, it's like $50 a
You can
pound.
literally drop $50 on
I'm
just
not.
a
I'm
plate
saying
of
I could
food.
benefit from this as well. You know,
okay.
I've been depressed recently, so I
Oh.
could find more
You can
simple
find
pleasure.
solace in Zoloft.
That's
It's-
Smalls probably knows a guy.
It is changing
He
the
is the
game
guy.
for me, bro. I arranged my room. My room is like clean. I got like organizers and shelves. I bought a car. I'm fucking living, dog. I'm a Kia boy now.
Yeah, boy.
By the way, you got a new Kia. Does it have that dope noise that it makes when you do the reverse? Like, dude. Like, there's a weird one that the new.
No, I
Kias
didn't buy
do.
a semi truck.
No, there's a weird one that the new Kias.
no.
do,
When I
though.
go in the
Did you get a
car,
Telluride? What'd you get?
I got no. I'm not doing that good. I got a Nero.
A Nero?
Yeah.
Whoa.
That, you know what that sounds like? That sounds like
Oh.
some fucking like the bin of used clubs. Like, what the fucking Nero? You never heard of a Nero?
What's a Mitsubishi Nero?
That's what it sounds
I
like.
got it at the bargain bin at Rogers.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Oh
dude,
my
I
god, is
love-
that a tailor-made Nero? They still have those?
No, I love that show on Netflix about sushi.
Nero dreams of sushi.
Nero dreams
It's one of my favorite.
I got the
fucking
Nero. It's a hybrid. It's like a what do they call it? HEV. So it's like the
Oh, that's good that you didn't get a long iron.
HOV?
yeah. I got the hybrid. It's a regular shafted car, and it's like the sport utility, like a little bigger than a car, like smaller than an SUV.
Mhm. It's nice, dude. It looks good on Mark.
And
Well,
it that way.
he can use it for all the hiking trips. Mark's a big outdoors guy.
I'm a big outdoors guy. When I get in the car, it does go like boing. It makes like a cool.
That's neat.
I just want to
Welcome,
hear it when
Mark.
you hit reverse if it makes a noise because these new Kias do it and it's so
It-
weird.
It doesn't.
Grips is gonna make the noise for you.
Yeah, next time you get in the
can't
car,
make-
it goes like,
It's kind of creepy.
No, it
Okay.
doesn't do that. Maybe like I could program it to make it.
Did
but-
Griff talk to your mic again?
Yeah, did we lose your mic?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, you're
no, there it is.
Okay.
So my question. Oh, wait, what were you
I
gonna
was
say?
just going to say, the first time I got a nice car, I got this BMW. This was like 4 or 5 years ago. And it was all, it was like voice activated. It had heads up display. And I had never had a nice car before. And I thought by voice activated, I got in and I was like straight up going, wipers on! Like yelling, thinking it would do whatever the fuck I wanted. And I was like, man, this shit doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I got my boy talking into his PlayStation controller like 10 years ago because I told him that's how you talked into it. And like for some reason, like when he would talk, someone else would like in the game would make it. So he thought it was like working. So he was just like literally for 2 days just speaking into the controller, being like, "Dude, what are you doing?" It was great. That's good. That's good stuff.
So
blinker, left.
Yeah.
Left blinker.
Yeah.
when did you start kind of like taking a moment in your everyday life to find some things that bring you?
I didn't know that
happiness?
was my deal. That was always my deal. Even like when I was a little kid, I just like simple things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like getting on the roof of my mom's house and just laying on the roof. I'm like, oh, this is fucking rad. Like, why am I doing more? Stealing shit like that. Like little simple things. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, let's talk
like,
about
this
this.
is when I went.
I love
This
stealing.
is when I
Oh,
went
yesterday.
Next level.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been banned from a Kmart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started stealing from friends. That's when it got real fun.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nick Thune, you guys know Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at his house one night and he's like telling me about this new toothpaste he got. He's really excited about it. Like,
Oh no.
and so I'm like, before I left, I went to the bathroom, took the toothpaste,
Oh my God.
and I get home and he texts me. He goes, "Hey man, did you steal my toothpaste?" And I just texted back a photo of the toothpaste.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I stole a box of chai latte from my buddy Adrian's house, and the rush for me was I stuffed it down my pants and I went up and gave him a big hug, like, giving him a chance to do it.
Yeah.
Yo, his wife
Oh no.
fired their housekeeper because
No.
yeah, they used to like have everything in the cabinets labeled like little stickers like coffee and chai tea and like all this different stuff, and they thought she was stealing,
Oh,
and I stole
Jay.
that from him.
Did they
And,
hire her back?
What's that?
Did they hire her back?
No, I don't know. What? The other one. This was
He gives a shit.
You think he fucking
How would
told
I know?
them?
Here's also the best one I did. I moved back to LA, and at the time, my now ex-wife, was still in New York. So I just got like a studio for 6 months, and I bought a desk.
Yeah, that was a sad moment.
What? Living in the
Sorry.
studio? No,
I
I'm
remember
saying
I
this
came
is.
over for a podcast one time, and I think you were just going through the divorce.
Oh no, this
Yeah,
was years ago when we were
I
still
went through it
together.
Oh, okay.
And I was moving back here and just in a temporary house. And so I bought this desk, but I didn't have any tools. So the guy that was helping me with it, I was like, "Hey man, I had to take it apart at his house." I'm like, "You have any tools?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he gave me the screwdriver. And then I'm like, how am I going to put this back together? So I stole the screwdriver And then I invited him to my show that night. I had a show that night, and I brought the screwdriver, hoping he was going to come and be like, "Yo, man,
Yeah.
I stole this from you," but he didn't come.
So you
Wow.
You still have the screwdriver?
Yeah, I'm sure it's
What about this toothpaste was so good?
nothing. I just did it because he was so excited.
Yeah.
It was like a whitening, and God, who knows? You know how like that's a simple pleasure. You know,
Yeah.
like when you get something stupid.
Yep.
You ever get like a candle that's just like, oh man, this thing's unbelievable.
Yep.
You're telling everyone about your
Yeah, I
candle.
smelled some candles this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you got? You rocking this like fall action?
No, I was in this coffee shop and they had like different national parks, which was kind of triggering, but they had like just different smells of national parks. They were really nice.
Yeah, they had one that smelled like money, and then one that smelled like equity. And he was
Yeah.
like, "This is pretty good."
One that smelled like possible
Is it
jail
on?
time.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
One that smelled like a social media manager.
But I mean, like, let's
I remember when I was a kid, I stole. But your stealing sounds more fun.
Yeah.
Mine's.
That's what I mean, simple pleasures.
Mine's more like when I was like in second grade and we were moving across the country, and this was when Pogs were like really big.
Oh.
And I remember my buddy had this like
Oh, wait,
same
Griff, your mic's off.
case of.
I think you pulled it out.
Yeah, I think you did pull it out.
Wait,
Yeah,
talking to
that's
it again? Talking again? No. Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care to finish my
Oh
story.
man, the
Dude,
Pog
Pogs?
story sounded like it was gonna be dope.
Yeah.
Pogs?
Yeah,
dude?
but yeah, I stole all of his slammers and shit, and then moved
Oh.
across the country. And then like, I remember him calling me and being like, "Did you take my Pogs?" And I was like, "Absolutely not, dude."
I'll never see you again.
Yeah, but I was in second grade, you know, so I was like, "Fuck this." He's
Who
fucking
cares?
mine, dude.
One of the greatest simple steals I've ever seen. You guys know Court McCown?
Mm-hmm. I used to be a caddy, right?
Yeah.
For Jesper
Or
Parnevik?
Jesper Parnevik, a comedian. We're playing at Rustic Canyon. You know, they got that shitty driving range over there, but amazing course. He's talking to a guy.
Never been there.
Yeah,
What?
no shouts out.
We
to
got
Rustic
banned from Rustic
We
Canyon.
got
No
banned.
shouts out to Rustic Canyon.
Great,
Don't go
great
there.
course. One of my favorite LA courses.
Yeah.
You can get out there. Link style feels like you're in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Mart, I can see how it would be tough for you. Some longer holes, but Court is like talking to this guy at the range.
Set it up.
Court grabs a bucket and he's talking to the guy. And he's like, yeah, and he stands up where like the balls come out and reaches over to the top and just scoops out of the top.
That's
of
a
Smart.
good play.
as he's talking to some random guy, and I'm just watching him like, this is a professional. Right
Yeah.
Oh, I got a
Stealing.
great one, bro. Stealing parking, dude. That is one of my simple pleasures.
Oh, you go behind a car when they leave?
dude,
Yep.
leaving a parking garage
Yep.
behind a car.
Just
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
follow
right.
tail
It
him out.
is
So easy.
so awesome.
It's a thrill.
Yep.
You feel a little like
The rush.
Mission Impossible esque.
It
Like,
never fails.
oh, it's so. My girl's
Yeah.
always like, "Oh my god!" It makes me feel like a dangerous.
You don't want
guy.
to fuck up that new Nero though.
No,
Those things, no. When I was in college, I used to do that, but I would break the arm on the thing. I would just get out of my car and just run through the thing and then drive through.
Broke the arm.
Yeah, that's a little different than what I think he's saying. You're talking about straight up vandalism.
Well, and steal and theft.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Oh.
if that you want to talk about fun,
Yeah, that's a fun.
break
one,
the
dude.
arms, break the arms of those things.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
yeah.
you could like slowly just drive into it.
Yeah, probably.
you
I don't.
know?
I never
just
did
kinda,
that.
Like push it open.
Yeah.
The one time I got caught stealing was at a Kmart, and I went in with two of my like buddies who were on the hockey team, and we all had our Letterman jackets on, so it was just like so obvious. And
They had hockey and you had a golf Letterman jacket.
we played hockey. Yeah. And we all like went to the bathroom, like put on like all the clothes we were stealing, and like they had like video games and stuff. And this is when I realized like I got to be a solo if I'm gonna do this, because like I made it out. I was good. I was in the parking lot. For that point, they can't catch you. The other two guys were behind me, but I felt bad, so I like waited for him, and I saw the security guy come out with one of my buddies, and I went back to try to like talk to him about it, and I thought I could get out of it in the moment, and literally we went into the back to like the security guard place, and I tried to prove to this guy I was a good person. And I think
no.
I pulled out my golf handicap.
No.
Oh, what?
That's so-
How does that prove
What-
you're a good person?
I don't know.
It
How
doesn't.
the fuck does that prove you're a good
Like,
person?
look how much I lie on my scorecard.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes it worse.
Yeah, that's the tactic I took, and yeah, it
I
was
think
bad.
you're retarded, bro.
Did you guys get arrested?
No, we didn't get arrested, but like my dad was super strict at the time and like grounded me for like literally
Wow.
6 months. And
yeah,
it-
from jail. He
From
Yeah.
jail. That's the crazy
Jail.
part.
He had his parole officer.
He's like, this is what my
That's
PO
it.
would do.
Yeah. You're on him now.
Yeah, that's so funny. I remember I when I was in high school, I was in Florida at this time. We
Were you in
went.
Colorado right
No,
before?
this was in. I
Canada,
was in
British
Colorado before
Columbia?
that. Canada before that.
British Columbia.
Yeah, BC.
And then was it
Yeah.
Brazil before that?
Yep, I was Mike.
Puerto
in Brazil.
Rico.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Sauces
after
lived under
Mongolia.
blue.
That's right. After.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you did study abroad.
I did.
Yeah.
You did.
Yeah.
Where'd
Yeah.
you study?
Barcelona.
And Moscow.
Barcelona.
You lived in Moscow
yes.
for a while, right?
Yeah, I was Putin.
When you were in the
I
service?
was Putin.
yeah.
But I
Thank
remember.
you for your service. In
Thank
the
you for
Army,
your
though.
service.
Of course,
sir.
dude. Yeah,
12
yeah.
tours.
14.
Okay.
Wow.
It was great.
Yeah, sold out.
When I was in Florida in high
I
school,
did 3 tours sold out in Iraq.
dude, it was sick,
Fucking
dude.
Bob Hope
There
over
were
here.
4 tickets sold total.
I did do a tour in Iraq.
I bet you did.
Yeah. go.
I did fucking
Who'd you do it with?
We'll get to it. I want to hear this.
Yeah, you guys want to hear my
He
stealing
stole
story?
his buddy's M16 because he's dead now, though.
Yeah, that
Everyone
dude
here
didn't
stole
make
it?
it.
Yeah.
We went to a gas station. There was this gas station that sold all these really nice bongs, and me and my friends devised a plan to steal some bongs. And basically what happened was I distracted the guy, and they would walk behind the counter while I was like pointing at stuff. Be like, "What about this one? How much is this guy?" And they ended up stealing 4 bongs, putting them down their pants, walking out.
I stole a bong last year.
See, look at us, dude. I was 50 right here, Mark. Put it here.
Jesus.
The funny thing is that karma took that bong from me because I put it in this little like fake locker thing that I had in my room, and my mom was like cleaning one day and she opened it and just fell out and smashed.
Oh, no.
So you know, there's
Aristotle, your flower vase. Yeah, I went into the club and like there's like 2 lines to pay. Like you buy your weed and then you go pay. And then I like bought my weed. I was like, what about that bong? And I like paid for the weed and they're like, oh yeah, just go over there and ask for it. And then I was like, okay. So I went over there and I already paid and I was like, that bong? And they're like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, they said I paid for it. I was like, I just paid. And they're like, cool. And I just like walked out with it. And I was like, nice.
Well, that's on them. for
Nice.
not
Yeah,
having
it was like a
system.
bad system, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
taking
Nice.
advantage of the system.
you still got it.
No, I broke it.
See,
Yeah.
karma bong.
How?
Just
Karma bong, dude.
Karma bong.
Karma bong. If
You
you
never-
steal a
yeah.
bong, it will break.
Yeah.
The only time I
sounds
stole
about right.
clothes, like I was all pumped on this like shirt. It was like an LRG shirt, and like went to the skate park 20 minutes after stealing it from Zoomies, and immediately knocked myself out and bled all over it.
Yep.
See?
Karma always gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got me yesterday. I stole
it?
some shit yesterday.
What'd you
No,
steal?
you
Immediate
didn't.
karma. I see you guys are different. You steal luxuries. I steal necessities. I go to Whole
Or you
Foods.
stole scones?
I go to. I thought about it. I go to Whole Foods.
You got
and
caught stealing from Whole Foods yesterday.
no. But I know there's a fucking. If you ever look at the Whole Foods, there's always like an upstairs where they're watching everything, and I know they've seen me. So, I go in there and I munch on food while I'm walking around, and I always looking over my back, and I probably munched on $10 worth of cookies while I was
But how are you
shopping.
able to shop? How can you push a cart when you're using 2 hands to eat a cookie? Like, I don't understand.
It uses
With
his
his
Are
stomach.
you really hipping it, huh? Really
Yeah.
using a hip?
Yeah, and I snack while I walk around, and so I'm snacking on stuff. I get my stuff, and I'm not dealing with this inflation. No, I've got to work around. So I get all this shit, and I put it in my bag, and I walk out. I save myself probably $20, thinking, like, look at me, and then immediately my paper bag rips and drops on the ground, and the pizza I got. By the way, you buy pizza, and they have these little pizza boxes, little triangles. And they charge you per one piece. What you do is you slide 2 in there.
Oh yeah.
You slide 2
yeah.
in there, so 2 for 1 deal. And immediately my bag rips, and the pizza just like the pizza just slides into a ball, 2 pieces into a grease ball, and I'm like, "Yep, I earned that. I deserve that."
But did you eat them?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I ate them on my car in the parking lot.
Unequivocally, he ate
just
those.
to make sure you're maintaining.
I
the break.
Little
folded them
triangles.
up in the weirdest way and made this like weird grease burrito and ate it in the parking
Looked
lot
like a
by
Chipotle
myself.
burrito.
Yeah, I did. I made a greasy karma pizza burrito in the parking lot. I couldn't even make it home. I'm like, no, I got to eat this right here in shame.
Yeah, that's a good play. Like the Slurpee and then sliding like a Red Bull in the Slurpee or like some candy inside the Slurpee.
What?
You never done that? that?
I don't get
Ooh.
Slurpees.
Like you go. To,
I've never gotten a Slurpee in my entire
I
life.
mean, this was like when I was a kid, but like, yeah, you would go in there, you would like put a Red Bull inside of like the Slurpee cup, and then you would, get a Slurpee, and then like,
I mean, how expensive was the Red Bull? Like, what was the?
it's like $4, bro.
And
Like
how much was the Slurp?
like $1. Like
Interesting. Yeah, that's a
dollar
good
large slurp, and then like you got a Red Bull and some candy for free, dude.
How was the
That's-
slurp?
that's
How was
petty.
it though? Was it
That's
good?
a petty crime.
Yeah, I mean they're petty crimes, but when you're like 14, like you need to
Yep.
do these crimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like a better person because I
Like
did
little
my
hustles,
crimes.
Little hustles, the self checkout. I
Yeah.
still steal from the self checkout.
I sometimes do.
I'll steal from the self checkout. Everything gets brought up,
Brung brung dun dun.
It's like
Hang
me and
up.
Karate
Yikes.
Kid.
rang up as bananas, and then they come over. They go, "That's not bananas." I go, "Oh, my bad. I'm fucked
Yeah.
up."
Exactly.
And then they like redo it, and then I just continue to redo it as bananas. And then
Yep.
they're like, "Dude, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't fucking work here."
I remember like 10 comics
Exactly.
had that bit on stage. Like, well, you can't get me in trouble for a job that I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I think Burr had the best one.
Yeah.
He's
What
like,
was it?
when he's like, "Juice." Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know I was on the schedule. I forgot my apron. Do you recognize me? No, that's because I don't fucking work here.
Yeah.
I think you could take any joke and put Burr in it, and he'd come up with the best take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
So Jay, we're going to Miami next week for the
Bro,
Live
I gotta tell you,
championship.
your interviewing, it's just on point. It's just like there's a break. He's like, I got my next bullet point. Okay, go ahead. Tell me where you're going next.
We're going to Miami, but I just wanted to get your take on. I feel like I've been doing a good job. Okay?
You have
I
been.
think you're doing great. Bro.
Yeah, dude. When's your next 60 minutes gig?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, you guys are going to Miami?
We
Yeah.
are, but
Nice, for what?
it was leading into a question, but we don't have to go there. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah,
We
sure.
could.
Caleb I. Presley.
So I just want to get your take on like what's going on between the PGA Tour and Live, and see where you stand on everything.
Ooh.
In what regards?
Like, do you think the tours should work together, or do you like two separate entities, or you are a big Jay Monahan stan?
Oh no, I'm not. I don't have allegiance to anyone really. I did watch Live on TV for the first time because I was in Canada, and it was for some reason it was on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
And
good
it's
for Liv.
interesting how just all their graphics work and how they have everything. I still haven't found a connection to the team aspect.
Yeah,
Like,
I understand that.
that doesn't. I haven't yet.
Well, that's what Miami would be all about because it's only team.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So here's my initial thing. I think in general the world, especially through social media, has taken the idea of having money and made it so centric on everybody. And it disgusts me, especially for young kids. As a dad, I look at kids and I'm like, man, they're so obsessed by money. And it's just like anyone in any industry is only proving their worth on social media by like what their money is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So the fact that money was the driving force to get the Live Tour established kind of was like growth. I didn't care about the Saudi Arabia take because they're involved in tons of other sports. Almost every piece of clothing we're wearing is made by some kid in some factory somewhere. So I get all of that. You know what I mean? So that was never a thing for me. The money thing was tough for me because I just hate all that bullshit. You know what I mean? I love the idea. I think it would be cool. I love that there are two different leagues. I don't think dudes from Live should be able to play in PGA events at all. That'd be like playing in the NFL and playing for the Canadian Football League. I don't think that's a thing. I don't know about the majors yet. I want to see.
Don't know about the majors yet.
No, I don't know how I feel about that. Like
Why?
probably because I'm just so used to having them like connected to the PGA Tour. So I think it would be as long as it doesn't turn into this thing, it's like Live versus PGA during the majors, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I would be interested to see how that plays out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
It will be interesting to see, because here's the other thing. Like, so those guys are just getting a full salary now on Live, right? So they get a salary, and then if they win the purse, that just comes deducted out of their
No.
salary.
Some
No,
guys are not getting
no.
a salary. Only like
No,
the top
nothing
names
about that.
are
And a
getting
bag of
salary.
chips.
Yeah.
It's all on top, and a lot of players don't get a salary.
Yeah.
Out of, all right, what percent? Like, name
So-
a guy. Matt Wolf. Does Matt Wolf
Yeah,
get a
he got a
salary?
signing bonus.
Who is a
Everybody
nobody.
you think got a
Chase
signing bonus
Koepka?
got one.
Peter
You're not-
Uline.
Yeah, of course Chase Koepka shouldn't get a fucking salary. You know what I mean? I mean, I get it.
Hey, dog, why don't you watch what you're saying about my boy Chase?
Yeah, dude, he was one of our most recent guests on our pod.
Okay,
That's cool.
I'm gonna sit here and defend Chase Koepka.
He's our boy, dude.
Yeah, of course he doesn't get a salary, but he's still a cool guy.
I never
Yeah.
said he's not a cool guy. So could
Okay.
fucking the guy who works at Roger Dunn. But
Connor, shout
so-
out Connor.
So I would like to see how it plays out. I don't really have like as hardcore a stance. I don't know if it's going to come down to like this PGA plays the live guys and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm interested
pretty
to
cool.
see.
I would
Well,
love that.
I
Well-
think the majors should always have
Yeah.
the best of the best.
Yes,
but
yes.
I,
World
I,
the
golf-
whole
I agree
point of
that-
the major is to have the stoutest field, and without that, the major is null and void in a lot of ways.
I agree.
Well,
that
they're
the-
going to be right so far as
Well-
of right now, right?
well, also-
so far it has been.
Yeah, and consider also all the majors. None of them are run by the PGA Tour. They're all separate organizations,
Totally,
and also consider a lot of the live players are gonna be at the majors next year anyway, even if they're not getting because like Cam Smith will be at the British Open for a very long time, and he's exempt. So a lot of live players are already gonna be there anyway.
Yeah.
He was he was the most interesting, I think, out of everyone that went to live because he straight up was like, well, I want to be in Australia more. I want to play less, and I get this big chunk. Like he was the most direct and upfront about it.
Yep.
And he's also the most likable guy that went over to live.
Same
You know
with
what I mean?
DJ though. DJ was very upfront. He's like, I want to fish and fucking make a bunch of money.
Yeah.
I want more time for my family.
So it's gonna. So what the thing that would be interesting to me is when you get to the majors where these guys have a more relaxed approach to the game now. Because what it feels like so far is what I've seen through live is these guys are now just like almost golf influencers and not professionals because you can win, your team can win. I don't know how much they work on their. I don't know. That's why those majors will be interesting to see live against PGA guys because PGA guys are like grinding constantly, it seems, you know what I mean? And they play more events. And then it'll be interesting to see live get a broadcast deal. Like someone probably FS1 is probably going to take it on. And then will they get more events? And then I think it's going to be that will be interesting. I'm just down to watch the show and see what comes from it. That's
I can tell you personally from being at tournaments and talking and knowing the players, they're just as motivated. Consider the team.
Has Liv ever paid you money to be there?
Yeah.
Well, have we gotten the
can't,
money
you can't
that
give an
they-
opinion. Then you can't give an opinion.
I'll
you know
say
what I mean?
this.
But no, I'll say this, just speaking objectively, I see these guys grinding their asses off and working just as hard and talk to several players. They're like, I'm working just as hard. And consider the team aspect where you don't just get lazy out there when you have a team that you have to report to. Like if you get sloppy, you're fucking all of your team.
That's why that's the thing is like no one's really seen it unless you're dialing into YouTube. That's why I caught it in Canada. I want to see if that team aspect starts to intrigue me and starts. I also don't watch F1, which is where they kind of got that formula from,
Yeah.
right? Which so many people, when that series came out on Netflix, so F1 exploded.
It's huge.
Huge.
Yeah, it's huge. And I think maybe it was always huge. It just became bigger in America. But either way, so I'm interested to see how it plays out. But I don't have an opinion one way or the other of like who I think is right or wrong. Or, I always liked DJ, and I thought DJ got a bad rap when he lost that major from being in a fucking.
Oh,
But that was the worst thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
One of the worst
And I
things
do
I've ever
think
seen.
Jimmy Walker.
PGA has. I don't think the idea that you get to wear shorts is anything at all. I think the idea if they started saying on the live tour, like, yeah, if the ball lands in a fucking divot in the middle of the fairway, you can move it out, then I'd be like, oh, that's rad.
Well, I think
Yeah.
the shorts thing is kind of just like if you look at not necessarily that as the big thing, but just like the overall attitude of like, hey, we're
No, I
loosening
get
up
it, but
some
that'd be
things.
like starting a professional baseball league and be like, the managers don't need to wear a uniform. Look at us.
What?
You know,
you
chill
got,
about it,
You
you know?
got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
And so you start with these little minor changes that players have been asking over and over, and then you can eventually get to like the divot thing.
Yeah.
And I'm with you. Like I don't fault Cam Smith or that attitude of working smarter, not harder.
Yep.
I think that's kind of like post-pandemic attitudes right now, where a lot of these people,
Totally.
even with like in our industry of like comedy, it's like when I first started coming up, it was like you need to be on stage 5 nights a week. Or 5 times every night, every night, grind. And then you realize when you take a little time off, you're like, oh, you actually don't need to do that to like be as productive as you can
See,
be.
I would look at it differently. I would look at it as, when I started or maybe you started, you need to be in the clubs, you need to get a TV credit, you need to do these things. Now,
You don't need
you
that.
can just be funny, and if you find your lane through social media, you can create an audience.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's
and there's
true.
not the gatekeepers in the industry.
Yes.
And that's what
I mean,
Live
there
has created. They're like,
there are, which with the PGA Tour is, but now there's other options that you
Well,
can do.
Right.
and you want to talk about the level of play? This dude, Adrian Otaguai, became the first live golfer. Just won a DP World Tour event this week.
Which is the European tour, essentially.
Yeah. So
how long's that guy been?
That was the guy who just came from Arizona State. Like
No,
or is it-
different guy.
that's a different guy. But yeah, he won a DP World Tour event. So
dude.
so the
That's
fact
the guy that we called the pastry chef for the cartel, right?
yes,
Yeah.
he's awesome.
Yeah.
But it's like how do these guys not deserve official world golf ranking points? I agree that
Well, they
sh-
took over that league, right?
but
That
it,
was
but
the
but
tw-
then
that's not
the,
gonna
but
work?
then the world golf ranking people were like, nah, just hold up. What?
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Could have done without that.
Studio.
Wow.
Come on, guys.
Got him. Guys, come out. We got him. Oh man.
You okay?
Wow, dude. We have equity in a company that has broken furniture. Unbelievable.
Oh wow.
Unbelievable.
Here, why don't we flip seats maybe?
Let's see.
That's not gonna work.
That's gonna break and
spin.
spray.
That's breaking and spraying.
Break and spray.
No, I don't
No.
think. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude? Guys, let's take this time to pay some greens fees
Let's take this
so
time
we
to-
can afford a
a
new
new
couch. Guys, this podcast is brought to you by Day Chaser.
Hey, Chaser.
Day Chaser.
Cocktails.
The best, literally the best cocktail mixed drink on the market, baby. We got vodka drinks. We got tequila drinks. Mark, how many calories are in these bad boys?
That's a big whopping, or some would say non-whopping, 100 calories. Not only that, no sugar added, gluten-free, and listen, not malted beverage. I'm talking about real alcohol.
Real liquor, baby.
Real cocktails.
I'm talking tequila. I'm talking vodka.
And I'm talking flavors.
What flavors you talking?
I'm talking cucumber. I'm talking Buddha berry. I'm talking lime. I'm talking cranberry.
That's right, baby. That's just vodka,
talking-
too.
I'm talking tequila. Stotts, what's your favorite flavor from tequila?
Should we count down from three? 3, 2, 1. Spicy mango.
Mango.
Goddamn right, baby.
It's insane. The spiciness and the sweetness of a mango perfectly cutting and blending together. One of my favorite drinks
Perfect.
ever. Perfect for the golf course, perfect for the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not only because of the flavor. I'm talking the ergonomics of the can.
Same, dude. And also, I'm fucking with that grapefruit. I'm fucking with that lime. I'm fucking with all of it, dude. Every single person I give one to freaks out. They're like, what is this? Day Chaser? I got to get me one of these. And yes, you do. Make sure to go to your liquor store, your gas station, your grocery store, and ask for Day Chaser, baby.
And they're also good if your couch breaks, you can just take a 4-pack, 6-pack, throw it under the couch.
And look at it. We're back up and running, baby.
We are back up and running, no problem. Guys, go ahead. You know, as well as we know, that Day Chaser is the shit. Make sure you go request it from your local liquor store, or if you see it, pick up a case.
You will not regret it.
You won't
and neither
regret it.
will your friends.
Big shouts out to Day Chaser. We love you.
Big shouts. All right, we're back with
We're back.
with
How-
a fixed couch.
How is Jade Chaser doing over there? Are you okay?
I mean, my ego is
Dude, I feel
little
like-
That's
bruised.
not on you. That's on the couch.
Jay,
that is
I'm
100%
looking at Jay,
on
and
the
he's like
couch.
immediately, dude. He panicked and grabbed an 8-pack because
I didn't know what was going on.
He was literally embarrassed, and you should feel no embarrassment.
Yeah,
That
that's
should have happened to
that's-
me.
That's no.
That should have happened
that
to
has
me.
nothing to do
Put it
with
this
you,
way.
dude.
Listen, it's not like I don't know who I am. Not, you know what I mean? It's not like I don't know my order at McDonald's.
Dude, I mean, that is just so fun. Like, I watched your face go flush and just like, oh my God, I gotta get to the gym more. Where it was,
What do you mean more?
it was like,
I just got to get there.
Yeah, I gotta go one time.
literally Chris Farley and Tommy Boy, like on the bus stop, just could have done without
No, that's an
that.
internal
It
couch
was
issue.
a moment. It was a moment.
Damn it, dude. We were talking. We were going deep too. We're talking about world golf ranking points and how they didn't they said no. They said no to live
But
for
that's
right
gonna,
now.
That's, I mean, who knows?
It needs to
It's
change.
probably gonna change.
It needs to change because you got guys now winning other tours tournaments,
Yeah.
and you know, I don't know. I feel like these guys, some of these guys are definitely still in the top 50, 100%.
To me, that couch is the PGA Tour, and it's falling apart, and this is the live couch.
I mean,
It's holding up, and it's nice
Yeah.
and sturdy.
Yeah, I think.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you probably. have something.
You're the guy.
All I was gonna say is, of course, they have guys in the top 50. Cam Smith, DJ,
Yeah.
Brooks. Those guys are all
Top 10,
maybe.
top
Yeah.
10
You know
guys.
what I mean? Top
That's
10.
what I'm saying. So the fact that they're now losing ranking because they're not playing in the John Deere 3M Open,
Yeah.
like get the fuck out of here.
Those are two different opens.
I know,
It
but
will
I'm
be
combining them because they both suck.
Yeah, I didn't qualify on each of my rounds in PGA Tour this year, so
Yeah.
this is that's actually funny. In PGA 2K23, there's like 4 live golfers that they just like have.
Really?
Yeah, it's like so funny.
And it's
By
too
the way,
late.
it doesn't. It's like, you know, just because it's the John Deere Classic doesn't mean there's like a live event that makes it more interesting because it's sponsored by someone else.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah,
They're just also not. They don't need sponsors at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah,
You
they
know what
don't.
I mean?
They don't need sponsors. But I'm just saying, like, you know, the field strength at the John Deere Classic
it. Yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
not the same field strength as the
Yes.
Portland Invitational.
And that's why I like the PGA. The thing that's the most disappointing is I always liked Phil Mickelson. You
Yep.
know what I mean? And he got painted to be this horrible person. And at the end of the day,
Which he is.
what he did do, I mean, I don't really know.
Yeah, he is.
he kind of sucks. But
yeah.
But
you know.
what he did,
We don't know
and
that.
by him voicing all his opinion and him going over there, the PGA Tour ended up being like, all right, yeah, we can do $20 million purses, and they upped the value of
So
all
that's-
these events. You know?
That's
big point.
inherently
Yeah.
why
So
I don't like the PGA Tour, because of their reaction and the reactionary things that they did to the Live Tour was very virtue signaling. And it's like when, you know, a girlfriend calls her boyfriend out for cheating and they like react defensively and they're like, what? I don't cheat. Like, it's like, that's what the PGA Tour did. They're
Yeah.
like, what? They're giving away money? Oh, this is ridiculous. They're from Saudi Arabia. And it's like, oh, but if you look, PGA Tour works with 30 events with Saudi Arabia. And they're like, they're giving away money? Well, we have money too. And it's like, well, where did that
I know,
money
but
come
don't
from?
forget, it's a reaction.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone's gonna have a reaction.
But when you react in that way, when you react in that
they
guilty
didn't.
way,
I mean,
that-
I don't see that part. I don't even care because you're just like, I don't know what would happen. It would be like,
Well-
what if like right now, you know, Friday Beers was like, all right, we're out, and they're just gonna, who knows what, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like I don't.
No. You starting a golf podcast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our reaction isn't like, what? Well, we can take calls
We
too
do-
on our golf
We
podcast.
do
It's like-
comedy golf.
But
It's
what
like,
if I
no.
took? First of all, that's not true. Someone else did something, and Mark fucking called them out on your fucking.
It's
pod, being like,
professional wrestling.
we do.
It's professional
No.
wrestling.
Am I
No.
wrong, Griff?
Work with us. Work
Yeah.
with us.
Griff's like looking around.
First off, that was a tactic to get hype to get a match.
Yeah.
We have tried multiple occasions on the side to be like, hey, we should get a match going. We should get a match. Yeah, we will. So this is a tactic to get our match.
Jake Logan Paul boxing fights.
And that-
Build it up as
That-
social media influencers.
That was literally because of all the comments saying like, "Oh, Bob, you're taking Bob Does Sports picks. Bob Does Sports does it better." On our like Chirp Gallery stuff. So when then they did the press conference, I was literally just like playing that character of like, "What? Well, that's our stuff." You know, like
So yeah, it is reactionary, but the reaction from the PGA Tour could have been so much better.
Yeah, I mean-
it could have been like, hey, you guys have your own league. Maybe what we should do is set up a fucking league interplay tournament at the end of the year. Your top 10 guys, our top 10 guys, 2 days, let's
yes,
go.
That's like a positive reaction to it.
That would have been
Well, that's not
sick.
positive. It's if they're giving in to live and like
giving
acknowledging
in.
it.
No.
Yeah, it is. It's basically saying like, all right, yeah, go do your thing, because they might not know if they can beat them. You know, who knows? Either way, I didn't care because I wasn't like, yeah, way to go, PJ. And I didn't care because I was like, fuck you, Liv. I was just like, let me just see how this plays out in the long run, especially since what is the whole deal with Liv? That they're financed through the first 3 years, they're guaranteed, and then after that, they're going to either need to start looking for money. So it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out. I'm interested to see. I don't think it'll fold. You know what I mean? Like after 3 years, but I'm just interested to see what kind of traction it gets.
Me
I
too.
just think that the PGA Tour has been run like a private country club, and they've just been like
Totally.
literally hiding money.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Literally.
and it was confirmed through a source that has been a part of both.
well, which
that-
is
then
what I've
just-
been saying for.
Yeah,
yeah.
And it's not like the Live isn't doing the same thing. If you think that I don't think that Live is doing the same shit,
how are they? They're just giving out money. They're not taking any in right now.
Wait, what was the confirmed source? What was you going to say?
Well, just that the like the PGA Tour makes X amount per year, and this is how much they give the players.
Yeah.
Where's the other 600 million
Well,
going?
Mark,
Yeah.
Mark, go ahead and say
Well, it's just
the
that
term.
it's just a big money laundering.
There it
operation.
is.
Yeah.
There
And
it
that's
is.
what it is.
Yeah,
You can't have a nonprofit with your head
Exactly.
making millions of dollars and not be a money launderer.
It's a 501c.
What do you think?
If we're gonna talk
what do you
factually.
think? All sponsors,
accountant.
all sponsors for tournaments are banks, which like banks are not good institutions.
they're not good people.
So like, you take that and then you have the prize money versus the money that you're paying. Like, it's like where is all this
Excess.
going, and what is the point?
Yeah.
$1.7 billion they have.
It's money laundering. It's tax write-offs. It's charitable
And there-
donations.
It'd be interesting to see how it all.
They're a 501c organization, a nonprofit organization, a charity in the tax books, and they have $1.7 billion. Does that
It's the Catholic Church.
connect the
Yeah,
dot?
They do
Connect
give a lot
the
of
dot.
money, man. I mean, the St. Jude Classic. What are you gonna do? What are you
Dude,
gonna do?
I'm just gonna say, like, I'm still gonna watch. I'm still a fan, but it's interesting that all this has come to light, and it's I want to see them work together.
Listen,
I
man,
don't.
new things have come to light, man. I
Yeah.
mean, she owes money all over town,
Yeah.
man.
Town, man.
Including to known pornographers.
Yeah,
And that's cool.
I mean, this aggression will not stand, man.
yeah, man. I love that.
It's gonna be fun to see it play.
Well, you guys, man, I love that you quoted The Big Lebowski. That makes me really happy.
This
Well, that's my
aggression
jam,
will
dude.
not
Dude, that's my number 2 favorite movie of all time.
What's
too, bro.
one?
Snatch.
Mine's Goodfellas.
Snatch.
I love
Yeah.
Snatch.
Mine's Goodfellas. But yeah, Big Lebowski, number 2.
Number 2, baby.
Easy.
What about you? Number
Easy.
1?
It's up there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely top 3.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But it's like on any given day, it'd be that versus something else.
What else? What's the something else?
I mean, I love The Hangover.
that's
think The
I
Hangover
like
is
that.
One of the best comedies I've
Agreed.
ever watched.
Definitely.
Okay.
The first time I saw it in theaters, same with Superbad.
That's like a shameful
Oh.
favorite is
Yeah.
Hangover for me. I think.
Shameful?
Yeah, 'cause
Super
it's like-
bad.
It seems too mainstream.
It got so
Dude.
and it became like
Have you rewatched it lately?
no, I
No.
haven't rewatched
There
it.
isn't a scene that you're just not like, God damn it, that is so.
It is
funny."
really good.
I will say that maybe the reason why Mark's having that reaction is because it literally became people's personalities.
yeah.
Like that's how big that film
And
got.
the 3 sequels or 2 sequels, and it's like
Yeah.
I did just
But it
rewatch
is really good.
Superbad.
Superbad's phenomenal,
Fuck.
bro.
Speaking of Jonah,
Holds up.
Speaking of Jonah Hill,
What a booter.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him playing John Daly. He's not the guy.
Oh, in the biopic.
Should have been fucking who played Eastbound and Down?
Oh,
Kenny Powers.
Kenny Powers.
What's his name?
Danny McBride.
Danny McBride should have played.
That's an
John
interesting
Daly.
take. I mean, have you watched The Wolf of Wall Street lately?
He's a phenomenal actor.
He's
Brilliant.
unbelievable.
I think he'll pull
Brilliant
it off.
actor. He's a brilliant actor.
I do
Don't
think
get me
he'll
wrong.
pull it
I
off.
don't see him as the
Open
guy.
Moneyball.
Dude, we got to get in that movie.
I know. What the fuck?
Dude, call your dad.
Do you act?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm SAG.
Yeah, he acts
I
like
got
a
a
good
card.
person.
You're
all the
SAG
time.
from what?
One of my dad's movies.
Oh my
Oh, there it
Damn it,
is.
dude. Don't tell anyone
Hollywood
that, bro.
nepotism.
Nepotism.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
But the Jews don't run Hollywood, dude.
No.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see what that looks like too.
I hope it's good.
I think he's going, no one believes that I can pull this off, so he's going to work harder than anyone to try to pull it off.
I think he'll pull it off, but I definitely would have preferred a Danny McBride casting.
Yeah.
The toughest part is going to be recreating his golf swing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing is like golf swings in movies are never
Tell me,
good.
I bet I have the. You tell me who you think the worst golf swing in a movie has ever been. I'll bet
Ooh,
you
I
can
like
get
this.
One,
I
can
like
tell
this.
you.
further.
I like this.
Ooh.
Either
Matt Damon,
No.
greatest game ever played.
I'd go Shia LaBeouf.
What,
Oh,
did you
what
just-
was that?
Did you just gelk?
I blew a bubble.
Oh,
What?
you are so
You call him
weird.
Gelk? You mean
I'm-
Gleek?
Gleek, yeah.
Oh, my God.
No. All right.
This
So
is the
you
weirdest
say
skills.
Matty D.
Matty D, greatest game ever played.
Okay. What do
I'm
you
going
got?
Shia LaBeouf in Bagger Vance.
I'm gonna throw the
Where's that
biggest
Bagger Vance?
wild card.
Flint-
I think he was, yeah.
What about
Doesn't have to be a golf movie.
what about Kevin Costner
No.
in
No, his swing's not bad. His
Are you
swing's not
kidding
bad.
me?
I don't
Costner
fucking
would
know.
wax you today.
No, he would not.
Yes, he would.
I would
Dude, he
shit all
plays-
over him.
Play
almost
college
every day.
baseball.
Does he?
Dude,
Yeah, he plays at Bel
In
Air.
Phoenix?
I
Oh,
played
Bel
minor league
Costner actually had a good
hockey.
swing in that movie.
You played minor league hockey?
Well, like you,
Oh!
I was on track though.
Listen, Stotts and I are on the LA Kings staff hockey team.
Yeah, I got
So,
invited.
Yeah, you guys are big time over there.
Yeah, no
I
big
will
deal.
say the worst golf swing ever in movies is Pierce Brosnan in that movie where he steals all the painting. What's that movie?
Oh.
He's
Don-
betting.
talented Mr. Ripley.
Dante's Peak.
No.
Not
No.
not Toro or whatever.
Do you know what it is?
The
called?
Hangover 2.
No.
James
Anyway,
Bond,
he
double
bets
Goldeneye.
$10,000 on a sand shot, and he misses, and he goes, "Want to play again?" He's like, "What else do I have to do?" And his swing is so gross and disgusting.
And he's like flagging
It's
shit.
horrible.
Okay, now I gotta look that
Best
up.
golf swing?
Happy Gilmore.
I think it's Don Johnson. Oh yeah.
No, I would definitely think Happy Gilmore because even on that fake swing, it looks good. It looks like a half a John Daly
Yeah,
like
yeah.
takeaway.
It's a great.
Yeah.
I think Adam Sandler probably best golf swing in a movie.
Don Johnson's pretty good in.
I didn't see that.
Me neither.
In you never seen Tin Cup?
Oh, that's Don Johnson?
Oh, I thought. Okay, I don't really remember his swing too much.
Sorry, I thought you guys.
I mean, best caddy for sure. Best caddy in Tin Cup.
movie.
It's film actually is what we call it.
Film.
Well, no, I
the
mean,
industry.
I think maybe Caddyshack. What's his name? Has
Rodney Dangerfield has the
No.
worst swing.
no the
caddy?
caddy in Caddyshack.
Bill Murray.
Oh.
Not Danny.
No, not Bill Murray.
Yeah, Danny.
Danny?
Danny's swing is pretty pure. Though.
Danny's
R.I.P.
swing is
Bill Murray.
pretty.
Yeah, Danny.
pure.
Yeah, right. Cancel.
Oh, I like that
Mm.
because Chevy Chase's swing is not. good.
No.
But he's not supposed to be good.
No.
Yeah, it is. He's
Oh,
like,
Chevy's
supposed to be the
yeah,
best.
Chevy's
yeah.
the stick.
No, I was thinking of the
Yeah, no,
Miss-
Chevy's
The old
stick.
man. What's the
Yeah.
old man that runs the club?
I don't know.
That
What's
guy.
his name?
famous
Mr.
actor.
Wh-
I can't remember.
He's just
Danny,
old.
what are you doing Saturday? He's like, I don't have plans. Great. Could you mow my lawn?
Not Alan Alda. It's I forget. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. Actually.
Yeah, Bill Murray's canceled. We can't watch that movie anymore.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yes. Bunch of
I,
stuff.
I know he was an alcoholic, and
What?
apparently
Bill
there's
Murray,
some domestic
You can't cancel Bill Murray.
Look it up, dude. Look at all
for
them
domestic
things.
violence.
I don't know
with
if
his
it's canceled.
ex-wives.
No.
No, like
What was it
A
for?
bunch of. There's like a
people
lot
on
of stuff,
set. Seth
no.
Green is saying he got that Bill Murray dangled him in a trash can when he was like 9 years old.
As
No,
a joke.
Ah,
As a
whatever,
joke.
dude.
I mean, maybe it was a joke.
Seth
You're
Probably
gonna tell me
not a
you
joke.
haven't dangled a kid in
It
a
was a
trash
joke.
can?
Yeah.
What?
That wasn't a joke.
Have you read his book, the Tao of Bill Murray?
No.
It's pretty. I mean,
I
like,
love the stories that I've told about him where he shows up at weddings and
Yeah,
like
that's the
random-
whole book.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that, but like I don't know, dude. Apparently, on-set behavior has been pretty brutal. Bear in mind, I feel like maybe a lot of the time he's doing a bit, and other people don't take it as a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still, you know, you just
My
never
whole
know.
personality.
You just never know.
Yeah. Kind of like what we did with the couch before, where we broke it. and we were like,
That was hilarious.
Guys, I thought you
Wait,
really
where's
did a
the hidden camera
hilarious
crew is
job
supposed to
with that.
pop out?
Yeah.
Where were they?
What if Jay just went through the floorboards?
Could you imagine? Dude, one time I had a painting company in college, and I would hire all my friends, and my buddy was on the roof, and he stepped
What was the name of
through
it?
the roof.
No.
It was this like franchise called College Pro Painters. So if you were a college kid, you could sign up, and they
You bought a
train
franchise as a kid?
I was in college. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I had a franchise. We did. What did we do?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
First of all, that doesn't make any sense.
What do you
What
mean?
doesn't make sense?
You bought a franchise?
You don't buy the
Have you ever heard of a
franchise.
Subway?
What you basically what you would do is you would sign up. They'd give you a region like or area like 3 towns, and then they would train you, and then you would hire a crew, and
So
you
it's
would
like
run a painting.
It was basically like the Cutco knives, but of painting a house.
Do you have to buy your own paint?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, I thought you were like
well,
purchasing
that's part of the price of the
a
house.
Chick-fil-A when you were in college. You're
No.
like, dude, I was in college. That's what you did.
Yeah, you
No,
buy a
business.
McDonald's.
I don't hate gay people.
I just signed up and ran it. He's talking to Chick-fil-A, bro.
I don't know where that came from.
Chick-fil-A.
Griff would open them up on Sundays.
yeah,
Good.
yeah.
That's wait. So
What a hustler
how
at a
many
young age.
people? How many people's homes did you break and enter into while you were in college?
We didn't, but one time, like, I was putting screens back in, and I
Uh-oh.
was like, when you're done with the job, you're putting the screens back in, and I go to this, I'm like putting them in the first floor, top floor, me and my buddy, and we open up, and it's an older couple, like late 70s, and is the bathroom, and the woman was on the toilet. We're like, our bad. And, we shut the door, and me and my buddy just like fell to the ground.
Yeah.
And then after I did 2 years of it, and then me and my other buddy who got into it, we started our own company on our own.
Okay.
We left the franchise world, so we didn't have to give that cut up. And he broke a vase at this house, family heirloom. Dude, we used to show up.
Ashes.
It was just the two of us that would run this company,
Yeah.
And when it's two of you painting houses all summer, we made really good money.
Yeah.
But we would pull up in front of a house and just sit there and look at the house and then just go, "You want to go play 18?"
Yeah.
And we would leave and go play 18.
Yeah.
And,
so
and we
funny,
still
bro.
made good money. And so then he broke that vase, right? And at the end of the job, that was the last day. We're sitting out on the patio. Like, they gave us some lemonade. We're hanging out, and he's like, I'm so sorry. And they're like, it's okay. Don't worry. He's like, no, I'm so sorry. And they're like, Michael, it's okay. And he's like, let me come back and paint the garage. I'll paint the garage.
No.
And they're like, it's okay, buddy. It's okay. You're going back to school. So he's like, I'll do it. I swear. And they're like, all right, you can come back and paint the garage. He's like, we'll get a date down, blah, blah, blah. He never, not only did he never go, but a month later, we're at the bagel shop in their town, and we're sitting there, and they come in, and he's like, I'm coming next week. I'm coming next week. Never, ever went.
No. Oh, that's even worse than just being like, I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. Mike Fitzgerald. Lesson. This is a rule of thumb that it took me a long time to get used to, is people suggest something and you refuse. Or like someone's like, here, give me there was another house we did, and they go, here you go, guys. And she had $200 in her hand for each of us, and like as a tip. And he goes, no, we can't take it. And she's like, please take it. He's like, no, we can't take it. And she's like, guys, I insist. And he's like, no, we can't. And she's like, okay. And then we went back to the van. I go, listen, dude, you refuse once. If she insists a second time, you fucking take it.
You take
Yeah,
it.
never take it.
Yep.
That's a rule. You insist once, you say no. Second time, you say okay.
All right.
I just was doing a private gig for this dude who like spent a bunch of money for his kid's 18th birthday party, and he had like a bunch of comics come out. He's like multi-millionaire, and he's paying me, not as good as money as everyone else was making because it was my first time. But he comes up and we're at the party, and he's like, "How you guys doing? What do you guys do? You guys need anything?" And everyone's like, "We're good." He's like, "What do you need? You need a drink? You need some money?" And I was like, everyone's like, "Nah, we're good." And I was like, "I'll take money." And he goes, "How much you need?" He like busts out his wad.
Yeah.
And it's like, whatever you got, bro. Whatever you want to give me. He gave me like an extra $100.
See?
And everyone was like, "What?" And I was like, "Dude, you never turn down money."
He doesn't have it.
Yeah.
What I've learned is that when someone is that upfront with offering you things, it like that will make them feel good if you take it.
yeah.
Like even like if you come to my house, I'm like, you want a La Croix?
Yeah.
And then you're like, that makes
I'd
me
leave
feel good.
because I'd say it's LaCroix, and I'd be like, well,
Get
I'm
the
out.
fuck out of here, dude.
Dude, that's my fucking
You're not from
Achilles, bro.
Mississippi, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
you just almost hit his Gucci sneaker, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry, dude.
You know I
Oh,
ruptured
cool.
my Achilles, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know. I the fucking
Sorry,
goddamn
dude.
couch
No,
broke.
no,
Obviously,
totally
ruptured that Achilles.
Wait, so are you back
Couch
on?
can't even
Are you
hold
back
you
on
up.
the
Yeah.
golf grind?
I think I can go back out in November. That's when I'll be able to play again.
Oh, that's
We got to get back out there, dude.
But dude, the recovery of Achilles,
It's the worst.
It's like 6 months before you can lightly jog,
Yeah.
and like almost full year before you can run. Which
Oh, it's a career-ending injury.
you know what I mean?
But even then, he had a ruptured Achilles. He was out on his Vespa, enjoying the little things in life.
That's right.
Made
My
the
boy's
most of
back
it.
on it, dude.
and bringing it all around. That's what he
'cause
does.
That's about as much.
Dude, we
I know
need to
when
get
Jake's about to end the podcast.
we need to get a couple practice rounds in before you beat his ass.
I would love that.
Let's go.
I am committing to right now. I will 100%, no questions asked, play Mark head to head straight up.
I would love that.
Okay,
And
that's
I'll-
like
I'll-
not a, like a.
I'd
oh,
love
okay.
that too.
Oh, my bad. You have to like. You're gonna pull like. I'm gonna paint your garage.
No,
next
what I'm
week to
saying
me?
is like before we were like, will this happen? I think it'd be
Don't
fun.
commit to something that you're not gonna fucking show up to. a
No,
couple
he's gonna
weeks
show
later.
up, dude. I'm gonna get him back in the gym. I'm
would-
gonna get him out there, dude. My boy's coming back stronger and better than ever before.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I'm bringing my fucking caddy out there, and as long as we're not playing in a match together, but he's just caddying, we're a great
Who?
team.
Good
Head
luck.
case Harry over
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Oh, you should see me on the bag though.
Dude, on the
Pure
bag,
focus.
on the
All right.
bag, it's in.
Then do I get Stotts on the bag for
Yep.
me?
Yo, you could have Stotts.
Yeah.
Have Stotts, have Griff, have
Announcer?
Stotts could-
Griff,
just gonna
Griff
tell you that
announce
you don't-
the whole thing?
Yeah, dude,
Oh,
you
yeah.
don't want Griff
Yeah,
on your
Griff
back.
can be the
Yeah.
announcer.
You don't want Griff on your
Stotts
back.
is your caddy. I'm Mark.
I would be looking for Griff for a read, and he'd be off God knows what doing something.
Yeah.
God knows what doing.
Chasing squirrels.
Interviewing some guy that can't speak English.
That's my career.
Those are fun, you and that guy.
What's that?
That should
Those
be.
are fun with that golfer.
Tyga.
So he does long drive and is on which tour? Does he do long drive?
No, no,
He
he's
just
not a-
does long drive.
Oh, okay.
No, he doesn't play professional golf.
Yeah,
I wonder what he
that.
would shoot with that swing.
I break 80.
I've seen him, his swing, like normal and stuff. I think he's like a low single digit.
Okay.
I'm sure.
I would. I mean, I watched that dude, that long hair dude. Like he
Berkshire.
he plays.
He's good. He's a plus.
He's a
He's a
plus
plus
handicap.
handicap.
Why is he not on a tour?
He's
You know
gotten
any tour?
exemptions before, but he doesn't want to do it until he feels ready.
Yeah. He wants
I think
to be
if
dialed.
Liv is smart, they'll throw him into a tournament.
100%.
It would be sick, dude. I saw was it 720-yard par 5. You went driver 7-iron. I mean, who
God.
doesn't want to see that? Who doesn't want to see that?
I want to see it.
Jay, can you just talk a little bit about your podcast you got coming out?
Yeah, it's the Golf Line podcast called 1833 My Golf Line, and basically, people call in with questions, advice, or stories. That's what I love the most is people calling in with crazy golf stories. And we are coming out next week. I don't know when this is going to drop.
Sunday.
Oh, Sunday, perfect. So it comes out this week. You're on Sunday. This is coming out on Tuesday on YouTube, Wednesday over audio, anywhere you listen. And
Usually that's flipped around. Pretty cool. I like that.
And then what we do is, I usually take like a golf idea or something. I break it down just through my POV, like how I feel about something in the game of golf, and then I do like 3 calls, and then I have an interview. So first guest is Nate Bargatze.
Ooh.
Second guest is Eric Anderslang. It's on Eric's network, and then we have some other great guests lined up. Jake Adams.
Where do I fall episode wise?
I mean, we're gonna try and push that as far as we can.
Okay.
But
Kind of like how you push my sketches that I filmed for you guys.
which sketches did we push for yours?
Wow. Whoa.
Which ones? No, let's get into
Whoa.
it. I'm not afraid to admit that things
Damn.
get pushed. What do you think?
Damn,
I've
dog.
never been. You think I've never been cut out of shit?
Dude,
Which
your
ones?
your Larry David story, man. I was so sad for you.
I know.
Oh,
Wait, what happened?
Oh,
I
heard
want to know first before Mark.
yeah. Mark, tell us about your getting
All right,
pushed, and
and
then
then
he's gonna tell you
I'll
the
just-
saddest
I
getting
just-
We'll
pushed.
close with
Like
the Larry
3
David
sketches
story.
that
Yeah, we got to
I've seen
close out with the Larry David
We
story.
did the sexy golf cart guy.
that got cut.
No, it didn't. That got aired.
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
Oh well. Oh, that's my problem. That's my problem.
I mean, has never been posted to social media. Would have shared it.
Well,
That's
no.
actually not a. That's not on us. That's on Golf Pass.
Well, yeah,
well, we
that's
know
on
about Golf Pass, and then
me
what
getting
the
fired
Pro
from
Shop
Golf
one
Pass.
What's
got
that?
cut too, or
Which
what?
one?
Pro Shop one.
What do you do in the pro shop?
When he comes in, he's like trying to redeem a round or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was fucking. Your acting was horrible.
Was it bad? Was
terrible.
Was it bad?
Yeah.
Really?
No, I don't remember. I don't
Oh.
know. You know what? I
want to know.
I directed all the sketches, and obviously I ran the writers' room on a lot of them. But when it came to it wasn't in my deal to oversee edits. Like I didn't sit in edit bays or anything. They would give me first cuts. I would give notes, and then they would go from there. So I don't remember what that one was.
what I
But
like about
sometimes
that-
also we would overwrite and overshoot. So then you got to chop down, for what the length of them is going to be. So there might be something that got cut. What was the other one?
What I like about that show is that you release an episode every 4 to 9 weeks, so you never know. What the
Yeah,
next one
they-
is gonna
they
be.
make sure it misses the algorithms
It was good.
completely.
I'm
That's
not
good.
even
That's not
gonna
Jay.
get
Jay has
into
nothing to do with that.
how poorly run or how I would do it differently if I ran Golf Pass.
Yeah.
I'm
We
not
did.
even
We
gonna-
did a fun scene. I don't know if that even got released
It
about
got
the
released.
scorecard.
Yeah, Friendship Index.
Yeah, the numbers were off
I saw
on
that
that,
one.
by the way.
Were they?
Yeah.
I mean, we had. I can't remember how much we did with that. You got to understand too. We're on zero budget,
Yeah.
shooting in 3 days. 30 sketches. We
Yeah.
shot 24 pages in one day. Our DP was like, I've never shot more than 22. We're like, well, fucking get ready.
Get ready,
So
baby.
then, your quality at times goes down. As a director, I'm getting hamstringed. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
you
Is
know?
that how you blew your Achilles heel out?
You got
Nah,
hamstringed.
that paddle tennis blew that up. son.
Oh my god.
All I'm saying is that my sketches made it, and they look great. So
Well, you're a phenomenal actor.
I mean, I'm up
Stotts
there.
is a good actor.
I'm up
Yeah.
there, dude.
I do need to take some acting classes. What?
Oh wait, dude, the Larry David
What
story.
happened to Larry
This
David?
made me so sad for you.
So I'm doing an episode of Curb.
How recently?
I filmed it January
Oh,
of
no.
2020.
Okay.
So it was right before the pandemic. I crushed the audition. You audition with Larry.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I'm playing a guy who's gonna carjack him and what's his face, Richard Lewis.
Oh yeah.
And I do the audition, and you're improvising. They just give you a piece of paper that gives you an outline of the scene, and you improvise. And I get to where I feel like it's the end, and I look at Larry, and he's just smiling at me, and he's like, "Great job." And I was like, "Oh man, it's the best." I leave, I book it, right? So I'm the whole scene is outside of Latte Larry's. I'm carjacking Richard Lewis and Larry David, and in the trunk is his golf clubs. And when I carjack him, I steal the golf club. I'm gonna steal the golf clubs, and Larry gets out. Blah blah blah. So we're there, we're shooting for 5-6 hours, and Larry, in between takes, is just practicing his golf swing, just like me and him standing there waiting.
Oh no.
But he's got no club in his hand.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, we all know what Larry David's all about. We know his vibe. We know what will annoy him, what won't. And I'm a comedian, and I'm just like, what is the point of being here? You know what I mean? Why else would I be here?
Yeah.
And I go up and I stand in front of him. I put my hands on his hips, and I go, Larry, you you got to power through there. You got to generate that thinking like, oh, he's going to not only get that this is a joke, but get that it's a double joke because no one's going to touch Larry David. And he just looked at me like I offended him. Like he could have Me Too'd me. And he walked away, and he walked all the way to VO Village, like left the set, just looking at me with disgust. And I remember sitting there being like, holy shit, am I like going to get am I going to get fired right now? And then I was just like, I got in my head and I go, don't let it bother you. That's him, not you. That's him, not you. That's him, not you. Any golfer gets that joke. And then I just let it go. And then for the rest of the day, like during stop downs, I would just chat to him like nothing ever happened. And he was super cool.
See, that's how you do that.
The moment it happened,
that's how you
it
do
was
that.
just like, oh shit.
But wait, what happened?
He didn't say anything to you and just walked away.
Just walked all the way back to video.
But didn't something also happen?
That's like what Ian Poulter did to us.
Where the director like made you put on a mask.
Well, I had him. I showed up that day to do it, and they were like, so we got this Jets mask, like fan mask that you're gonna wear, and I'm like, oh, all right. You know,
yeah.
I was pissed. I'm like, not
Right.
pissed.
You
I
want
was
your face
bummed.
in curb.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, you're in curb. And like 2 weeks later, I was going to a premiere of the last episode of Crashing. I was like a writer on Crashing. And we're going to this theater at, I think it was at UTA. And I sit down, and the director, Jeff, who directed all of Curb, is sitting next to me with his wife. And I go, oh, hey, Jeff, what's up, man? And I go, do you remember me? He goes, yeah, Jay, what's going on? I'm like, nothing. He's like, introduced his wife, and I say hello. And he goes, hey, man, sorry about the ski mask. And I go, it's all right. I'm like, I was kind of bummed, though. I wanted people to see me. He's like, nah, I know. It just fit for the joke. You know. So it wasn't like they did it because I.
Oh, so you didn't get cut out?
No.
No,
But
he's in it. Yeah.
But he
I
had.
remember.
You know what else, too? I cracked Larry in that scene.
Oh.
Like you can see, like, you know a genuine laugh versus a fake, like acting laugh.
Yeah.
And I could see it. Like I cracked him on something I was saying. I go, come on, you old bag, or like something like that. And you see Larry like just laugh.
Yeah, that's
Fuck,
cool.
yeah, it was just like the greatest moment. And then we were like just talking about golf. You know what I mean? And I'm sitting there and I go, they had a tournament that weekend at Riv. And I go, well, you gonna go to the tournament this weekend? He's like, nah, I don't know. And I go, what do you like? Oh, you just I didn't know if you'd check it out. He goes, you know, I live right there, right? I go, no, I know you're a member there. I've actually played there. I've seen you. He goes, yeah, because I'm not like a big fan of golfers in general. And I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever seen. I'm like,
That's so
is
Larry
so
David.
hilarious.
That is.
Oh, I wish
like
you
how
got
you
into
told
why.
that story of you killing the scene right after I got cut out of the scene, but you were trying to like relate it for me.
What you? Oh wait, you thought I got cut out because we cut you out of a?
Yeah, like I thought you were gonna like
streaming
make
golf
me feel
service that
better.
doesn't-
Oh no,
No.
It was
He didn't
not
get
a
cut out.
yeah.
They made his face not be shown, which is I was sad for you when you told me that story. I was
that's
like,
a
God
bummer.
damn it! But then we watched the episode, and I was like, that's Jay. That's
Yeah.
Jay.
You know, people hit me up after like, dude, that was your voice, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I guess
Yeah,
that
was my body,
voice.
too.
Yeah.
It was my body and my voice.
You're a great voice actor.
Yeah, I do what I can. But yeah, I was hoping like the next season of Curb, like he would take that where he's like doing his golf swing and someone like does.
Yeah,
it.
that's like material.
Oh, that would have been.
But it was almost a risk in a way where if it paid off, he might like you more and you might get
That's
in
what I
another
thought,
episode. So it's like, because you have to take those risks to stand out among all the other actors. So
That's
it
right.
might have paid off and it was a good gamble to take. And it didn't punish you in the end.
I think you and I have this aspect of us in common. That we will go for these jokes thinking that will happen, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Every now and then it does. That's why we do it.
I've had it. This has happened to me like 3 times where I've gone for a joke and it just.
Can you remember another time?
Yeah, I remember another time. Bro. I was like set to get this TV show. I was going to be on this TV show.
Oh no!
And they were all about me. These 2 people whose show it was, and I was like testing, and I didn't get it. And like we had built this like friendship. And anyway, long story short is they were like, we're gonna call me to tell me I didn't get it. My manager was telling me, so I changed my outgoing message to be a joke towards them about me not getting it. And
oh no!
and I told my manager about it and everything. And then like they called me, but I guess I never changed my voicemail. And my manager's like, oh, just call them. So I got their voicemail and I left this long message like, oh, well, guess who it is? The guy you didn't give the part. And I wasn't, and it totally backfired. I lost my manager.
You lost.
Well, what happened was I had a pitch set up through the production company. Like they wanted to talk about developing something for me. And then they canceled the meeting. And then from that point on, my entire relationship with my manager changed. Like I wasn't getting callbacks. And I was like with the big man, I was like close to things happening. And I finally had to like fire my manager. I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna leave.
Fuck.
And I went to another manager and like sold the
Yeah.
show within 2 weeks when I went to that.
no.
other-
Is that how you
See?
broke your Achilles?
No, playing paddle tennis.
Oh, okay.
But the
Pretty
biggest,
sure I said that.
He did.
Pretty sure I said that earlier.
but the biggest laughs, like I feel like you'll ever get, biggest laughs I've ever had on stage and off stage in any setting. My brain goes, I don't know if you should say that, and a lot of times it'll flop. But when those hit, it's the biggest thing that could happen comedically, and it's like it's kind of the thrill of it. Like this might fucking bomb, but when those don't bomb, they're the biggest.
I'll tell you another time. I was set to write a TV show for this guy who's a big producer, and he's real big, real like sports specifically, sports. genre.
What's the initials?
I mean, I'll tell you his name. His name's Mike Tolan.
Oh,
If you ever look up Mike Tolan,
I've
he's
definitely
produced
seen that name.
everything. He did the whole MJ, The Last Dance. He does everything.
Nice.
So I'm in there to write this Shaquille O'Neal show with another writer. Is a scripted show for True TV, and the two producers that I've already met with, they're like, all right, we're gonna bring Mike in. You'll meet Mike. Mike walks in, sits there, like leans up against the desk. I'm here, producer. Mike makes a joke, so I make a joke. Mike makes a joke, I make a joke. Mike makes a joke, and I'm just like, all right, time to drop the mic. I fucking throw a joke out there that I think is going to do exactly what you said. We all laugh, and then he goes, all right, man, good luck with your career. And he walked out of the office.
No.
And I looked at the two producers. I go, holy shit. I go, was that bad? And they go, yeah, that wasn't good. And I was like, what's going on? They go, let's just wait 5 minutes, and then let's go back downstairs to Mike's office and re-meet Mike. And I go, okay. So we went downstairs. I checked my ego at the door. I just went in, and I'm like, looking around. He like sports memorabilia like you've never seen. I'm just like, oh, this is so cool, and talk to him. And I got the call. I got the job, and I end up like writing the show with this other guy. And I've pitched to him since. But I have a friend who's a big showrunner. He did like American Vandal. You guys watch that?
Yeah.
And I called him after that meeting, and I told him what happened. He goes, hey, man, at some point you're going to have to understand that you don't need to be the funniest guy in the room. And I was just like, great note.
See, but that's so gross because that's not on you. You are the funniest guy in the room. This is just someone with a fucking ego that's
That's
lame
the
as
thing.
fuck.
They want that some like
You
I
gotta play
hate
that game.
dude. Ew.
Wait, do you remember the joke?
No.
Oh,
It was all about sports. I think it was like, I think he's from Philly, and he was like ripping Boston, and then I ripped Philly, and then boom, 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 and then like, you
Just
know.
ew.
But you know what it is,
Ego.
dude? It's like, it's a really good thing because we all have friends that are much more successful that know how to like fit in and just be like, oh, you know what? This is their space. And for a while,
Lay on the ropes.
I thought, what's that?
Lay on the rope.
Lay on the ropes. And there were times that I just looked at it, I'm like, oh, I think I'm here because of my comedic sensibility
Yeah.
and my humor. But at the same time, that's why you are there.
Yeah.
So you don't need to like prove it. You're there. They just want to get to know you. And it was like a really good lesson for me.
That is the thing that Griff does a lot. Griff is not good at laying on the ropes. Griff
Yeah.
is constantly swinging for the fences,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is good
Yeah,
because
Griff's the
I
fighter
lay
that
on the
comes
ropes
out
too
and goes
much.
so hard up top, and then just
Oh.
like after the first bell, he's just
Yeah.
like,
I Babe Ruth it.
eating a
I
sandwich.
bomb more than anyone here, but I'll get like
No,
I'll
he gets the biggest
smash
laughs,
harder.
for
But
sure.
I fucking bomb all the time, and whether it's in back offs or even on stage. But I'm like, there's no way I'm ever gonna reach my full potential in any comedic setting unless I eat a fat bag of dicks and piss some people off.
Hairy Pigs.
I've pissed
Hairy
people
Pigs.
off. Oh,
Hairy
yeah,
Pigs was a
that wasn't even
classic.
that funny. That was
Hairy
just
Pigs
mean.
was a classic
was mean.
swing for the fences meme. That
Well, okay,
nice.
for instance, we
it was
just-
hilarious. I broke down, but it was more of just like,
Mean.
God damn.
I
you
don't
ruined
know,
this guy.
Jay. I don't know if
Yeah.
you recently saw that video. We did a back off with Louis Oosthuizen, and
I've seen most of your back, but what's the joke?
okay, so I had known Louis like ships his mattress everywhere.
Used to. Doesn't
Oh,
anymore.
I saw this
used
one.
to. Yeah, you saw that one.
Oh, yeah.
Now we were talking as he was walking up. I'm like, we're never gonna get him. He's cold as ice. And then Jay had the camera. He was sitting up to the ball, and I was chatting with someone. I go, oh fuck! I sprint over, nothing prepared, and my brain goes into that comedic mode, like right there in that place where like, dude, this could fucking bomb. Because I in my head can imagine me saying that same thing to him, and him going, what the fuck? And I imagine in my head an alternate universe where everyone in the T box goes, what the fuck did you just say?
Yeah.
But I when I say those words out of my mouth, I am very prepared for everyone to go, who the fuck is this guy? And let's make sure he doesn't work here again. I was very prepared, and then it hit. But I'm like, those
That
moments
one
are
really hit.
terrifying.
I watched that and I was like, I wonder if they're gonna lose their jobs over this.
Nope.
Even though after it's
terrifying.
aired. No, I know. And that's like the difference of like, you know, there's like that new world. By the way, I just want to, just because I don't want to lose jobs again, that dude who with the joke, the ego, like was the nicest guy ever after I went back.
Maybe that was just like the biggest joke, was to
Yeah,
like threaten your livelihood.
Oh yeah, good point. Good.
That
Yeah,
could be-
yeah. He got the last joke.
Yeah,
But
like
it
a
worked
big
out.
troll.
yeah.
Like the long con.
But still,
troll.
that's mean when you're in that position and you're holding someone's job over there. Even if it's a joke, it's mean.
Maybe.
Well, it's like comics that don't like having openers funnier than them.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's not your job. That's not your fault that you just crushed harder than the headliner.
Yeah.
But somehow you're not going to work with that guy again.
Well, it depends. Some people just who knows.
Well, that's about all the time a podcast should be. Guys, thank you for joining us for 100 episodes of Country Club
Wow.
Adjacent.
Congrats, you guys.
Thank you to
Thank
Jay
you.
Larson
And
for
get ready
being
for
a
100
returning
more.
Jay,
guest.
one more time. What's the podcast called?
The Golf Line Podcast with Jay Larson. 1-833 My Golf Line. Give us a call. Leave a message.
Yeah.
And then what?
Sorry to cut you off. I just wanted
Anything else you want to plug?
Jay Larson Comedy on social media. Everything else is just show.
It's a great follow, guys. Make sure you go follow it out. You can see me a lot on twitch.tv/Mark Smalls Live. Come hang out. I've been playing a lot of PGA 2K23. Been doing a lot of career mode, a lot of online wager matches, and taking people's money, chirping them on the course, doing back-offs in a digital realm. That's twitch.tv/Mark Smalls Live.
I love that.
Come hang out with me.
Yeah. Also, November 8th, I'm going to be at Caveat in New York for the New York Comedy Festival. I'm doing my TED Talk there. So if you're in New York and you're listening to this, come on through, baby. It's going to be good.
And, you got to follow our YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Griff's on Cameo now.
Gotta shout it out. I'm on Cameo.
Get into the Griff cameo stuff.
Yeah, dude.
Could be
I'll,
huge.
I'll do back
Oh,
off.
I got
back
a
off.
fucking message. I got a DM from Jake, and it's just your cameo post, and I was like, "Here we go."
There we
Oh,
go.
My,
no.
my baby's trying to capitalize off those views.
You didn't like that?
I
I didn't say that.
no.
Oh no! What
No, it
was
was
the
like
DM?
it was it's a supportive roast.
Like, look at our baby boy growing.
look at our baby boy growing, dude.
I will do back offs. I'll roast your swing, or I will do an accent and personalize it for you or your company.
get this man
I just
paid,
had a
bro.
company DM me today, and I'm gonna be doing something for an entire company. So
Yeah.
hit me up, dude. Like no
And I
matter
want
what it
you
is,
to know
I can do
at
it.
some point you will be getting a request. You will not know who it's from, but it will be from me and Mark.
Yes, absolutely.
Do we need to film a whole?
Oh, we
film
will.
a
There
whole.
are going to be multiple cameos.
We will happily give you $35 for this
I'll
video.
take your $35.
Oh, dude, you're gonna get
Let's
fucking trolled so
Go,
hard,
dude.
dude.
Let's
You're
go.
gonna
Let's
get
go.
trolled so hard, dude.
My birthday is coming up, so
Oh, I cannot fucking wait.
November 23rd.
Nice.
It's coming up.
All right. Bye.
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 Yeah, we're not in the club, but we're right next to it. Me and my crew, we are Country Club Adjacent. Country Club Adjacent. Country Club Adjacent, baby. Country Club Adjacent. Country Club Adjacent, baby.